All right, my role play is that I am a intake coordinator for the Steadfast House for Women and Children. It's a homeless shelter that is overseen by the Grant Per Diem program at the Veterans Administration Medical Center. Michelle Brown has been referred to us as she is homeless by the VA Mental Health Department. And some of the background or basic information on Michelle Brown is that she is a Iraqi vet. She was a cook. She served for 3 years. She was in combat and was exposed to an IED explosion. She served for 3 years and she's service connected for PTSD at 70%. And she's been struggling with alcoholism and unstable employment, going through multiple different jobs. So we will start the interview now. So, hi, Michelle.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Okay. First off, what I want to do is I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Ed Brown. I am the intake coordinator here for our Women and Children's Homeless Shelter. And in a few minutes, we're going to kind of go over all of the services available and some consent forms and things like that. Uh, but from my understanding, you served in Iraq.
I did.
Okay. What job did you do while you were over there?
Uh, I was a cook, actually.
Okay.
Not front line, but I was a cook.
Okay. And from my understanding, you served for 3 years.
Yes.
Okay. And I also received a referral that stated that you were service connected.
70%
70% for
PTSD.
PTSD. Okay. We'll talk about that a little bit more here in a little bit. Is there anything else that you think that I might need to know?
Mm, Just having a hard time with it. Um, been drinking a lot and having a hard time holding down some jobs. You know, I guess kind of typical things that come along. I tend to get angry a lot, which tends to get me fired from a job or they let me go. Just having some struggles with that.
Okay. Well, one of the things that I would really like to say is I want to say thank you for your service. Um, I'm a veteran also, and
Thank you.
I can relate with, you know, coming back and how things have changed and things like that for you. But I want you to know that you're in a safe place. We have a lot of valuable resources here for you that will, be able to assist you in restoring some of the things in your life that you're looking at wanting to do. Um, I want to thank you for giving us an opportunity to be here for you, and I think that it takes a lot of courage, uh,
Yeah.
you know, to ask for help.
Mhm.
And I want to thank you for that also. Okay. Um, so where we need to go to now is I need to go into what our services are and kind of go over some of the consent forms. One other statement that I would like to make about our services is that our women and children's shelter is staffed by all female case managers.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just doing your intake to gather some basic information, to establish a couple little goals, maybe do some referrals and things like that. And then I will introduce you to your new case manager, and then we'll start the work.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah. It's a little. It's actually a lot different for me. This isn't something that before I went over there. I wasn't. I've never been homeless before. I've never encountered all the things that I go through on a daily basis now, just from being there and being what happened. And it's kind of tough, and it is hard to ask for help. And And I just don't want to be homeless anymore, and I want to take care of my problems and get better. It's hurt my family a lot. I really appreciate everything that you and your people are doing for me.
Well, that's what we're here for, okay? And we're going to support you. We're also going to ask you to do your part also, okay, in establishing goals and working towards accomplishing those goals. And I can assure you that the effort that you put into it, things will happen for you, and hopefully, that there will be some good changes that will happen in your life. But it's going to take a little bit of work, and you seem like you're an awful strong woman, and you've got a military background that is going to be supportive on your resume. And I think that through some of the programs we have, we're going to be able to help you accomplish some of those things. So let's go over the consent form real quick. Uh, Simply what this is that we are a Christian ministry, okay, and we do provide the shelter for homeless. There are no fees, to accompany any of our services. So you will have housing, okay. You will be provided 3 meals a day. There will be resources available for you to help rebuild your resume, get you tied into different mental health facilities, also to look at working on the drinking that you had addressed. We do respect your right to services without others knowing, so there is confidentiality, and there are laws or situations which do come into play with if say that you come to us and you're stating that you're going to harm yourself, we do have a responsibility to report that. Okay. We do ask everyone to provide respectful behavior while you're here, and in the same term, we will respect you in the things that we do to help you. We will maintain a case management file on you. At any given time, if you would like to be able, to have access to view and to look at your records, all you have to do is provide a request to your case manager, and they can sit down and y'all can go over your records. Okay. So if you wouldn't mind, I just need your initials here and your signature there. Okay. Do you have any questions concerning any of the consents?
No, not right now.
Okay, because we will be working with other agencies to assist you. Okay. Some of the other things that I've got some questions that we kind of need to go through so we can start looking at what direction to start moving in. Where have you been living at here in, let's say, the last 30 days?
Sometimes I'll stay at a friend's house, but most of the time I just kind of walk the streets. Um, been kind of hanging out with other homeless people, trying to stay warm, but sometimes friends will let me in. But I can't stay with them every night, and I hate to keep asking them. I feel like I'm a burden on them. And so, when I do, they're gracious enough to let me in, but, I'll just kind of pretend like I have somewhere else to go, that somebody else has let me stay the night. So, if they don't, then I've just kind of been walking around.
It's probably been pretty tough on you, huh?
And cold. I don't like the cold weather.
Well, I just want you to know that you are home and you're safe. Have you been addressing the PTSD?
No.
Okay.
I've been drinking to kind of help that go away, but that's also been hard for me to keep a job, and drinking and getting angry. And so as far as any medications, I haven't been taking any, haven't had any doctors that I've been going to see to get any medications or anything, or counseling if that's what needs to be. So,
Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to establish one goal at this point, because basically what you've been saying to me so far, what I've taken from this is that you've been homeless, you've been staying on the streets, you've been drinking to deal with your PTSD, you've had some anger outbursts which has cost you some jobs, and that you're here to secure a safe place to stay while you address some of these concerns that you have that are going on in your life, to be able to restore your life to where you would like it to be at this point.
yeah, I mean, I know I'm 70% connected, and I got that, but after that, I just really stopped seeing any doctors or anything and just thought that I'd be okay, and I'm kind of not.
Okay. Um, so what I'd like to do is be able to look at, what do you think you would like to address first?
Um, I don't know, maybe AA meetings.
Okay. So maybe we can establish a goal here of, we do have on-site AA meetings,
Hmm,
so you don't have to worry about transportation at this point.
that's good.
Um, so is that something that you think that you would like to participate in?
Yeah, I mean, especially if I don't have travel.
Okay. And how many meetings do you think that you would like to go to a week?
What do they recommend? 2 or 3 times a week, maybe.
What do you think you would feel comfortable with?
Starting out slow, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, to where it's not so overwhelming.
Okay, so we'll start off with, you're going to attend our on-site AA meetings, and you'll do 2 to 3 of those a week. Okay, please remember we do have a sign-in roster for that, so that we can keep track of who's doing what and meeting their goals. So please make sure that you do that.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm sure that you will. Some of the other things that I would like to do for you is I can go ahead and put in a mental health referral for you, which is a class called Seeking Safety for PTSD. Okay, it's conducted at the VA hospital, and we do have shuttles that take female veterans to those meetings, and I can do the referral for you today.
Okay.
Okay, what I would also like to be able to do is uh, put in a referral for you for an evaluation for the transitional work experience program. Okay, the transitional work experience program is basically, it's a mental health program that pays you a stipend each week. You work at the VA hospital, and you can be in that program for up to 2 years. This will allow you to be able to work on some of those skills while you're doing anger management classes and things like that, and being able to establish a base of what some of the soft skills are to be able to maintain steady employment. Okay, so I'm going to do that referral for you. And what I would like to do at this point is, we're done here, and I'd like to introduce you to your new case manager. Uh, Her name is Billy Baldwin. Really nice young lady. She is a veteran, and she has there's some commonalities that y'all will be able to discuss, and I think that you'll really like her very much. Um, I'm going to go ahead and make copies of this for you so that you can see what your goals are and the direction that you want to go in, and I'll also provide a copy to Miss Billy Baldwin. Okay?
Okay.
It was very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I want to thank you for coming in. I want to thank you for your service, and once again, a lot of courage.
Thank you. And thank you.
You're welcome.